It's time for another episode of Security 101, and this week we're going to teach you how to stop getting tricked. Unfortunately, I see it all the time that people are getting tricked by other predators that are online, and what I've often been seeing a lot recently is they're really going old school. And we're going to talk about some of these different ways to get tricked and how to verify that when somebody calls you and says you're having a problem and needs to be fixed, whether it's at home or at work, that they're legit. And most times they're not. So that's an important thing to remember as well. Be skeptical. So I want to talk about a little bit about the going old school and something that I've been seeing a lot here recently and actually have experienced myself some. What's happening is people are calling you saying that your computer, like may say it's from like Comcast. You're on Comcast, they'll call you and say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so from Comcast. We're having a problem with your computer. Can we help you fix it?" And most people think, "Well, yeah, sure. I'm causing you a problem. I'm sorry. Let me help you fix it." So they go forward with that. But most of the time, they're not really from Comcast. In fact, unless you know you're having a problem, you should never let anybody on your machine to fix anything for you. Never give anybody access to it remotely as well. And they'll make it really easy. They'll say, "We'll just go to this site and you'll log in and we'll get on and fix it." So they're going to make it sound really simple. And it really is simple, but the problem is they're going to install software that says they're fixing you, but they're really infecting you. So that's an important thing to remember. Now, what I've experienced along this same line recently is I've now received 2 different calls through Skype Voice, and it's coming from system maintenance. So they're trying to call me to say some kind of system maintenance needs done on your machine. So they're now using Skype in addition to calling on the physical phones as well. Now, this is a little less common, but starting to happen, is some people are now sending out postcards, and they'll have some kind of special offer and a link. And I've even seen the postcards now where they're using a QR code. So if you have a phone, take a picture of the QR code, your phone goes to the site, and your phone gets infected as well. So it's very careful when you get something from somebody that's coming online to get some kind of special deal. If you don't know the company, be very careful and very cautious. If it's a promo code or something like that, that's a different thing, but you just don't type in a random link to go somewhere. So, like I said before, do not trust anybody who says you're going to do maintenance on your machine. First of all, unless you call them first and you call them for help. Another thing to remember, if you're at work and somebody calls you, they are already, if it's from your work, they're already going to have an administrator account where they can get on and do maintenance on your machine. They should never ask you for your login name or your password. So basically the rule of thumb is never give out your login name and password. First time somebody asks you for that, that's the first big red flag that you need. So what I also want to say is always think first before clicking or going somewhere, or even replying to an email. Do you really think that you have a relative in Nigeria who wants to give you $1 million? It's probably pretty unlikely. So be cautious of everything that you get, because most of the email and junk mail you get now is scamming somehow to get money out of you. All right, that's it for this week on Security 101. Next week, I said we're going to talk about passwords and how important they are, and strength about passwords and what to do, what not to do, how to keep track of passwords, all that. We're going to cover all that next week on Security 101. We'll see you next week.